Hello, and welcome to the CEW Mindfulness Meditation recording. My name is Doreen Moraski, and I'm the Interim Associate Director at CEW. I'm delighted that you decided to take time out of your day to practice guided meditation with me. What I will do, if you're new to this space, what we do at CEW is that we bring you meditation that is called mindfulness meditation, which is a specific form of meditation, which basically the practice invites us to try to be present in the current moment and experiencing what's happening moment to moment, and then to also do so without judgment. Which both things are very difficult to do because the nature of the mind is to continually be processing information. Oftentimes we may think about what has come before this moment, or sometimes it's with worries about what may be coming next or planning for the future. And then also our minds are taught to sort of judge everything that we're finding as we're thinking about things. And so this practice is geared for us to try to focus our mind with the intention of where we would like it to focus at that moment, which is at what's happening right in front of us each moment as it's unfolding. And part of what's nice about a guided piece of meditation is oftentimes having someone help us think about sensations or ways that we can experience being present in this moment can be very helpful. So what I will bring to the space today is an invitation to follow some guided suggestions of how to be present in this moment. And then I will follow it with a short time to practice the meditation on your own in silence. And then I will come back again and invite us to rejoin together to just finish up with a little bit more guidance before we end. The total program will be less than a half hour, so just about a half hour, a little bit less. So to start, I will start the program today and with bringing the chime one time, and I'll end it with 3 chimes, and I will be talking and guiding you along the way. The practice that I'm bringing to this recording today is on using the 4 elements as a way to be able to be present in the moment. So with that, the first thing I will invite you to do is to close your eyes, if that's comfortable for you. And if not, to simply avert your gaze into, down, low, sort of in a neutral space. What we're trying there is to really provide us a time for the self to just kind of go inward and to block out some of the visual stimuli that's coming at us. So if that's helpful for you, I would recommend that you do that. And then the other thing that I'll start with is just to try to figure out whatever space you've decided to be in, is just to be as comfortable as possible. And as we get into the sit, I will offer a little guidance in terms of sitting. But basically, what I would say is that if you are sitting, we often find that it's helpful to have the feet placed on the floor, so you can really feel the feet on the floor with your spine erect. And just with your head positioned on your spine, not leaning forward, back, but just sitting up. And what you're signaling is, I'm here, I'm present, I'm ready. But trying to do so in also kind of an easygoing way. So you don't want to be stiff, but you want to be comfortably erect, if that makes any sense. So with that, I'm going to ring the chime and we'll get started. Taking this moment to again be as comfortable as possible. Shifting is needed. The hands can be placed clasped on the thighs, palms up, palms down. Really, again, whatever's most comfortable for you in this moment. And knowing that you have arrived in this moment with the intention to practice the art of being present. and trying the best you can to suspend any thoughts of what needs to come next, or letting you go of all that you needed to do to arrive in this moment and to tune into this program. And just knowing that this is a time to welcome the practice of being with the sensations as they unfold moment to moment. So starting with just maybe taking a few deep breaths, breathing in deeply through the nostrils, filling up the lungs as deeply as possible, maybe pausing a moment and then exhaling, possibly even through the mouth as well, and allow a big exhale, emptying the lungs fully. And again, a second deep inhale, a pause, and then an exhale. And then one more deep inhalation. A pause and a deep exhalation, releasing as much air as possible. And then allowing the body to move into the pace and rhythm of its own breathing in whatever pace and pattern is most comfortable for you. This practice I will offer today provides some different lens in which to examine senses in the body and experience the moment. Knowing that wherever you've chosen to conduct your sit today, there may be external distractions, there may be noises in the room, there may be other things, people may interrupt you, whatever it is, just knowing that that's part of the moment. And then as best you can, kind of focusing the mind back to the intention of your awareness again and again, as often as needed, knowing that it's the nature of the mind to wander, and it will wander, and that's okay. So giving yourself time to just drop into this space and try to deeply investigate the elements of the body that I will offer today. So starting with the element of earth, the solid element. And maybe starting with experiencing the earth as the floor beneath you, the chair under you. So maybe if you're sitting, or even if you're laying, just experience wherever the feet is making contact with the near earth beneath you. Feeling whatever sensations are present there in this moment. There may be sensations of pressure. There may be sensation of temperature. But feeling the solidness of the earth beneath your feet. Likewise, taking a moment to experience the body as it's making contact with whatever place you are, whether it's the chair beneath you, if you're laying on a floor or a mat or a bed, just experiencing that sensation of the body being supported in this moment by the earth beneath you. And with a curious mind, not thinking about that experience, but really sensing what's there in this moment as your body is supported by the earth beneath you. You may also be aware of tension in any place of your body. And if so, no, that's okay. That's just part of this moment. But maybe offering a chance to just let go a little bit, knowing in this moment your body is supported with the earth beneath you. And maybe even letting go a little deeper and giving into gravity and seeing if it's possible to release any tensions in the muscles as you find them the best you can. Maybe in this moment, it's possible to even be aware of the skeleton that supports your body. Maybe feeling the structure of your bones. Or maybe it's the weight of your muscles as they connect to the skeleton. Just allowing whatever experience of the earth as a solid structure or form in this moment to be present for you. Not rushing through these sensations, but just allowing them to be. And now switching gently the focus of attention to the element of air or wind, and sensing where you can experience this element within your body. An obvious starting place is the experience of your breathing and the body taking in air with each breath as a way to nourish itself. Air moving in the body and air moving out of the body. One breath following the other, and air passing in and air passing out. What sensations are there is this element for air for you? Maybe there's a sense of temperature as the air is exchanged in the body. Or maybe there's a sense of movement as the air is taken in and the air is released. Maybe it's movement of wind on the face as the air comes in and comes out. Or maybe there's a sensation as the lungs expand and contract. Or possibly air is experienced in the belly as it rises and falls with each breath. knowing that anytime the mind has wandered, as the mind will, that the breath is there as an anchor to this current moment. If you just remember to bring the awareness back as gently as possible, knowing that that moment is a moment of mindfulness, being aware of what the mind is doing and where the thoughts are in this moment. So maybe staying with the sensation of your own breath and wherever it's most detectable for you in this moment. And just allowing the focus of attention there. It's also possible to explore the element of air in cavities of your body that are open, empty spaces, such as the openings in the nostrils or in the mouth, or even within the ears, may offer insights to the element of air. Depending where you are, there may also be a breeze and wind as it moves across your skin and is felt at various points in your body. And now gently switching our focus to the element of water and tuning in to any sense of liquidity that you can feel as a sensation in your body. You may be able to detect the saliva, the moisture in your mouth. And maybe taking a moment to rest your awareness in that sense of liquidity there within the mouth. Maybe taking your tongue and moving it throughout the mouth. Maybe even taking the tongue across the teeth. And just noticing whatever sensations that brings in the sense of liquidity. That sense of moisture within the mouth. Exploring that sense even deeper, you may be aware of a taste that's within that moisture in the mouth. Again, not thinking about it, but really experiencing what senses are available through the moisture within the mouth. The element of water may also be experienced through the eye region, and maybe exploring any sense of moisture you feel there as the eyeball sits in the socket with moisture surrounding it. Or as the body stills, you may be able to detect the beating heart and the pulsation of blood as it's filling through your veins and traveling throughout the body. Maybe a sensation of pulsation. Again, not trying to force this in any way or rushing it, but just taking a couple more moments to experience the sense of liquidity throughout the body. And now gently switching the focus of the attention to the fire element that may be experienced in the body in a form of heat or temperature. Perhaps it's the sensation of air touching the skin. Or certain spots of the body may be warmer or cooler than others. Maybe sensing again the points of contact the body makes with the earth. And opening up to any sensation of temperature that may be different in those parts of the body. Or perhaps there's awareness of heat in places the body is touching itself, such as your hands, if they're touching each other, or parts of your body. What sensations are available to you as a sense of heat or temperature in those points of contact? And just taking a moment to experience that element of fire as heat in any place in the body where it's most detectable for you in this moment. And now moving into the silent portion of our sit together today, just using the elements as an anchor to the present moment and utilizing whatever element may be most helpful for you as each moment unfolds. In a moment, I will move to close this meditation practice. But before I do, just offering you a moment to relish in the stillness. And maybe taking a moment to offer a sense of appreciation to the body, the physical body, for all it does to help support you without you needing to direct it or consciously make it happen in any way. And knowing that maybe you are on your own in this moment, practicing this art of mindfulness, but knowing others like you are also practicing it, and knowing that all the elements are elements that we share universally as beings on this planet. So thank you for taking time to tune in to this recording today, and knowing that it's here anytime you need it. I will now ring the chimes to close this practice 3 times. Thank you for joining me. I wish you many mindful moments.